Hi, boys and girls. We are going to talk a little bit about a scavenger hunt. We've done scavenger hunts in our classroom. Remember when you had your sheet of paper with the clipboard and we went looking around the room for letters or numbers or words and you found them and you got to write them down? When we took our nature walk a few weeks ago, when we were out of school but during school on the computer, we went outside to look for different things on a nature walk. So we'll be doing 2 or 3 more nature walks before the end of school, and this one is going to be fun. So the one I'm going to talk about today is a book scavenger hunt. It's going to look like this. I'm hoping to be able to get it translated, but I'm telling you about it now. So the directions are to find a book or more than one book. You'll probably need more than one book. I'm sure you have some books laying around. So in one book, you'll find an animal, any kind of animal. Then in that book or a different book, you'll find the word spring, and it'll be written there for you, S-P-R-I-N-G, spring. Then in a book, you'll find someone helping someone else. So it could be anybody helping anybody else. It could even be an animal helping another animal, because sometimes in books for children, the characters are animals. So an animal helping an animal, or a person helping a person in a book. Then in that same book or another book, I want you to look for a picture of a sun, like the sun in the sky. Then look in a book and find something that makes you laugh. A silly picture, or if you remember somebody read it to you and it said something silly, find the part that made you laugh. Then in a book, find a bug. Any kind of bug. We've been talking about bugs, so you know that there's all kinds of different bugs. Butterflies, ants, roaches, bees, ladybugs. So see if you can find a bug. Then in a book, look through the pages and find someone who is sleeping. Now that could be a person, or it could be an animal that is sleeping. Then in a book, look and see if you can find one of the characters that is eating something. It can either be, like I said, a human person or animal eating something in a book. Then in a book, find a pet. Remember, pets are like dogs, cats, fish, birds, gerbils, hamsters, snakes, or any other kind of pet that you might have. So find a pet. Look in another book or in the same book and see if you can find a cat or a kitten, and see if you can find that in a book. And then look through the book and see if you can find a superhero. Now, I know you've been talking about superheroes and you know what they are. Batman, Superman, Sonic, Spider-Man, any of those superheroes. See if you can find them in a book. And then in the last thing I want you to look for is a bicycle, a bike in the book. It doesn't have to be a person riding it, but if somebody's riding it, it's good. But just look and see if you find a bike. If you find a tricycle, the kind that little people ride, like 2 and 3-year-olds that have the front wheel and then the 2 ones in the back, you can find that. That will count as a bicycle. So those are the things that I want you to look for, and I'm going to post that on the Google Classroom so that your mommy or daddy or brother or sister or whoever helps you can read it to you, and you can go through it step by step. Now, if you can't find all of those things, that's okay. But when you do the scavenger hunt next week, I want you to be able to tell me about what you found. So get out your pretend magnifying glasses. If you need to, get out your I Spy goggles. Look through the books. Go page by page slowly and see if you can find the things that are on this page for the book scavenger hunt. Like I said, we're going to have one or two more scavenger hunts after this with different things. So for this one, I want you to look through the books very carefully and see if you can find some of those things. If you can't find those things, maybe you might be able to make a list or remember and be able to tell me and Mrs. Medina at our morning meeting about some of the other things you found in the book. So have fun looking through your books. Happy hunting. See you later, my friends.